Alright, what do you guys remember in high school trying to figure out exactly what you wanted to do college-wise, or exactly what steps were going to be taken next, but you're kind of scared because you really have no idea. I know that personally my parents are from two different countries, Hungary and the Philippines, and they haven't had any college experience. So I couldn't get that much guidance from them. Or say buying your first car. You really have no idea. I know this is like stereotypical, but I really don't care about cars that much. So I have no expertise in that, and it's kind of a scary thing trying to purchase something with such high cost. Well, having guidance from someone really counts, especially if someone has a little more expertise or just has been through that situation before. So what I would like to talk to you about is mentoring. If you're wondering what mentoring is, it's a person that supports or encourages people to maximize their full potential, develop their skills that they do have, or improve themselves by using a one-to-one relationship, using trust as well as friendship. Mentoring is kind of a scary word, I feel like, or it kind of sounds very mature, but really, all in all, it's just helping someone. So today I would like to push you on why you should mentor and just give you a little facts on it and tell you on how it helps others as well as yourself and how it really enriches the community by helping another. So if you ever thought about helping someone or making a difference, mentoring really isn't a difficult thing. It's not like giving a kidney, that's kind of weird, or donating so much money. Really, it's all about time and just you making an effort to really help someone out. Mentoring also is just really paying attention to someone and spending a little time by listening and giving them reassurance and supporting them. It's reassuring that someone is there to listen and someone does care about them and what they're going through as a person. So to start off with mentoring and how it helps someone, has anyone ever had a mentor? Just raise your hand. It could be a counselor or a youth pastor, I guess, for me at least with church and stuff. It really, having a mentor and having someone there really helps you. It pushes you. So if you're going to think about it sports-wise, I did track. I also did swim. I did a lot of sports. And the thing is, I wouldn't have been able to get through or push through if I didn't have a coach or someone to push me through. Whenever I go to the gym, I'm very lazy. I'm just like, nah, forget it. Like, I already did 3 reps. That's good enough. I'm not going to add any more weights or anything like that. And I have my gym buddy who comes with me, and he's just like, no, Lexine, you do it. You do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But I'm like, I'm a girl. He still pushes me, which really helps. And right now I'm not toned, but I was. So having someone there like him as a mentor to push me to really excel or just try harder helps you use your full potential and helps you kind of not be lazy. So let's talk about some programs about mentoring. So there's Big Brothers, Big Sisters, which I'm sure at least one of you guys have heard. There's also the California Mentoring Initiative, as well as the Mentor Center. These programs really help kids and teens, providing them a mentor who's a role model for them. They help teens, so the people who are the mentees, those are kids who have been neglected, kids who don't have parents, or also just don't have someone who could guide them. And these programs really help them. I guess it helps having someone there to push them through and give them unconditional support as well as guidance. So just think about it from a mentee's point of view. When you're faced with troubles or any problems, sharing it with someone or telling someone, kind of venting, really helps relieve the stress. You would do that with your friends, like with any problems that may happen. And listening is a very powerful gesture. So for a personal example, earlier this year, I shared this earlier in another speech, I was part of the Disney College program, and it was kind of a scary thing. I had a mentor named Paul Solis, who's my instructor, And I was kind of curious as to what I wanted to do in the company, how I wanted to grow, and I really had no idea how to get to the next step or talk to someone. And he pushed me to just keep trying to network with people, try my hardest to just talk to other people so that my name would be heard. And I'm like, well, I'm a little person, I just take tickets at Disneyland. And the fact that he has been through what I went through, he was an attraction person. He did attractions, which is the rides. And he moved his way up from lead then to instructor and just pushed his way to a career with the Disney company. And that's something that I admired, that I really thought that I can't do. It's kind of difficult. It sounds easier said than done. I'm pretty sure most of you guys agree with that. But he gave me references. I told him what my interests were, and he gave me really big contact names, which really, really helped me and just motivated me to really strive, to really keep trying to push and just do my best. And right now I'm trying to work with a career with Disney and do one of the professional internships. So having that mentor there really helped maximize my potential and see my value. So now let's talk about what would happen if you were a mentor. How would it help you and benefit you? Well, first of all, it builds character. It builds something that really kind of makes you feel like a sense of purpose. I know that time to time I'm kind of like, well, what's the meaning of life? What am I doing? Kind of these Confucius talks. And having a sense of purpose, it really makes you feel like you are valuable, that you have this self-worth. As well as that value, you also are making a difference. So are any of you guys a mentor or a coach, like whether it's Little League or anything like that? Okay, wonderful. Good job. So according to the American Speech Language Hearing Association, the benefits that you reap of being a mentor would be that you have exposure to an emerging talent pool. So almost like you're helping a prodigy kind of just get up, like you're pushing them and then you see them develop into this great person. If you're a Little League coach, you kind of see this kid that has so much talent and so much potential, whether it's like pitching or something, and just being there for him, helping him maximize and just really use his talent. As well as that, they also said that being a mentor really gives you exposure to diverse thoughts, styles, and personalities and cultures. I think this goes both ways with the mentee as well as a mentor. You are open to another culture. You are understanding someone else. You're kind of empathizing. You're putting yourself in their situation. And I think that's really important because sometimes we could be so close-minded and not really understand another point of view, and this allows it. And alright, so let's talk about how it's good overall for the whole community. Really, mentoring and being a mentee really fosters a cycle of help and involvement in the community. I know that we kind of think like, thoughts perpetuate the thought of me, like what about me, like I've got to get my career going, I've got to worry about my school, I have so many responsibilities and stuff. And the thing is, mentoring just requires an hour, well according to the Big Brother, Big Sister, an hour per week for a whole year. Really, like how long are we on Facebook for? Like, or on Instagram? If you take 10 minutes out of each day of your week, that is an hour. And that's an hour that you could be helping someone or just listening to someone or pushing someone. I think that's really important. As well as for the community, I have some research for you guys. So a statistical study from the Big Brother, Big Sister program proved that mentoring helps communities by helping the mentee. So by helping someone, here's what it does. Researchers found that after 18 months, the mentee compared to other children not receiving mentorship or any coaching or anything like that, 46% was less likely to begin using illegal drugs, 27% was less likely to begin using alcohol, 52% was less likely to skip school, 37% was less likely to skip class, and for violence-wise, 33% was less likely to help someone. That was a tongue twister. So from that study, it really shows that having a role model really wants you to be a better person. And these kids, you honestly don't know what they've been through. lots of cases are different, but having someone there really kind of wants you to be a better person. I know personally, knowing that someone is thinking about me kind of makes me want to prove them that I am a valuable person. So by you helping a precious life, you're nurturing your own. And winter is known for the season of giving, and actually January is National Mentoring Month. I believe Obama decreed that last year or something. So I really urge you to mentor someone, whether it's a program, whether you're using a program or you're just doing it on your own. Overall, it really benefits you as well as the person you're mentoring, as well as the community. So to end on a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, the American essayist, lecturer, and poet who led the Transcendentalist movement in the mid-19th century, he said, "It is one of the most beautiful compensations in life that no man can sincerely try to help another without helping himself." Meaning that by you helping someone, by you helping someone, you help yourself. And it's a cycle that I feel that all of us should do.
All right, Jessica, what did you think?
I liked it. You had good eye contact throughout, and it was very conversational here. I think the incident it was generally appealing because you started with decisions, and so I started thinking about some decisions that I could have had help with along the way. You gave the gym example was a good one that I struggled there, and then it's funny because I saw a magazine that was like how to be a good mentee. I didn't know what that was, so you defined everything throughout your speech, and you tapped on how it helps the person, how it helps you and the community in general, and you did that in the conclusion, so you summed it up pretty well, and good job. I enjoyed it.
All right. I like the rhetorical question and personal experience as your attention device. I thought you had a pretty good transition to the topic. I think the secondary points need to be structured a little bit more clearly. They sound very ambiguous as you're going through the speech. I know that there is a way that it is evolving, but it's not as clear and easy to follow as it ought to be. At the beginning, you're very dependent on hypotheticals and kind of abstract visualizations of what these benefits would be. When you've got the practical ones, you're using primarily personal experience, which I think is a good starting point, but I think you could probably get some more emotional involvement by talking about some real examples of big brothers or big sisters making a difference in some kid's life. And you got the statistics there toward the end of the speech, and I think that helps make up a little bit there, but it doesn't pull us in and give us the emotional resonance that you're looking for the same way. And although your experience, I think, builds up some ethos a bit, like I said, we also, I'm not sure I'm going to be emotionally touched by, how many reps you did, as opposed to, the fact that somebody who is helping a kid in the Girl Scouts help keep them in school or help prevent them from becoming pregnant at a young age, or gave them the kind of advice that allowed them to decide to try and go to college or something along those lines. And there are lots of those kinds of inspirational stories that you can find and utilize, and I think that if you could do that a little bit more, I think you'd have a more successful kind of emotional appeal that's going on at the end. The delivery is all really solid. Look, you have excellent eye contact, and your voice is good, and you're gesturing well during the presentations. All those things are pretty solid. All right, thank you.